Welcome back to Star Trek Panic. We have 4 of our 5 missions completed, so we are getting closer to winning. However, our Enterprise here is not in the greatest shape. We have 3 shields completely gone, 1 hull section completely destroyed, and a whole load of ships threats on the board. But it is now Sulu's turn, so let's continue the game. Sulu has Tritanium and medium-range rear phasers, and his special ability, of course, is he can maneuver twice instead of just once. So he's going to pick up 3 cards. So he gets dilithium. That's good. 1 security team and medium range rear phasers. All right, now he could trade a card. Chekhov has no cards at all. Oh, we're not trading cards because we don't have a mission. So we have to follow the rules here. So first we drop cards. So he's got his 5 cards. Now we need to reveal a new mission. So let's find out what our final mission is and whether we're going to be able to complete it or not. All right, it's final mission time. So we're going to reveal a new mission, and let's see what it is. We have the Changeling. Oh, great. So we've had the Doomsday Machine. Now we have Nomad coming to kick us. The Enterprise finds a space probe that has evolved into a killing machine. All right, again, I'm going to put it down here. Hope that we can read it okay without glare and such. All right, mission parameters. Mission timer starts at 6. Okay, we're going to put it at 6. And what do we need to do here? Roll the die and place the Nomad token in that long-range sector. Nomad moves and fires as normal, firing a 2 damage attack and is immune to Enterprise attacks. Oh, great. If Nomad becomes a boarder, simply place the token on the Enterprise base instead of discarding, indicating that Nomad is on board the Enterprise. Nomad no longer moves or fires. If timer zone reaches 0, Nomad sterilizes the crew and the players lose the game. Oh, great. All right. Our mission objective, players must commit 2 command credits, 2 science credits, 2 engineering credits to counter the probe and complete the mission. All right. So we need to commit a whole bunch of cards to counter Nomad, when we have 6 turns basically to do it. Meanwhile, it's going to be running around the galaxy here, blasting us the double shot every time. Wow. This is going to be very, very tough to beat. All right, let's go to the board. Let's roll the location for Nomad, and then we'll go into the next phase, which will be trading a card. Okay, let's find out where Nomad here is going to show up. So there's Nomad with his 2-shot ability. This is not good. All right. Nomad appears at Sector 6. So, of course, behind us, because that's where he has to show up. All right, now Sulu can trade a card. And I don't think he is going to trade a card. Boy, this is going to be a really tough mission for us to complete. We got to try to stay alive. So he's not going to trade a card, I don't think, with anybody. Not going to trade a card. He is, however, going to now go into play cards and maneuver. And I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have Sulu use his double maneuver ability. And he's going to maneuver once by going counterclockwise. And then he's going to go 1 forward, heading into the... Or is he going to do that? Oh. He's going to maneuver once. And then he is going to maneuver once. Then he's going to play the dilithium and tritanium together. And it says, if you play them together, you can rebuild 1 destroyed hull or shield. So he's going to do that. And what he's going to have rebuilt is he's going to rebuild the shield right here in front of Core's battlecruiser. All right. So he's played his cards. So he still has 1 more maneuver left because he's allowed to do 2 because he's Sulu. And so he's going to move forward 1. So if there's a ship in front of a shield, when you move forward, it just stays there. It basically can't go through the shields. However, the starbase does get 1 closer to the Enterprise. We are now, I guess, considered to be able to dock with the starbase. And the starbase has some special rules, so let's have a look at them. And of course, they're beneficial for us. So if we look at the starbase, we can receive all three of the following results. So now that we are in short range, we immediately dock with the starbase and receive all the rewards. So we can repair up to 2 damaged shields or rebuild 1 destroyed shield. We can repair up to 2 damaged hull sections or rebuild a destroyed hull section. All players draw a card. So this is extremely good. It comes at a time when we need it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to totally repair the damaged hull section. So that completely gets rid of that. And we're going to completely rebuild 1 shield. And that is going to be the back one here where Nomad is. Because it's going to be going down once we do threats, move, and fire. And everybody gets to draw 1 card. So we'll start with Sulu. Sulu gets short-range rear phasers. Chekhov, who has no cards, gets a short-range front phaser. And Scotty gets multi-range rear phasers. Okay, we're still in play cards and maneuver. Sulu can, and of course the starbase now has been used. The starbase token will go actually back to the pile over there. Okay, continuing playing cards. Does Sulu have anything he can do? Not particularly. He has no more cards he can actually use, but he will now play 1 card towards the mission. And he's going to play this one here. We're going to commit it as an engineering credit. So he's basically finished playing cards. So now he's going to go up to check the mission status. He's going to play this 1 card to the mission and check the mission status. Okay, well, checking the mission status. He's still in playing cards. We're going to play the 1 engineering credit towards the mission. So we still need 2 command, 2 science, and 1 more engineering credit to complete the mission. So we haven't completed it. It ticks down to 5. All right, and basically Nomad is out there flying around, moving and firing as per normal. And so now we're into the threats, move, and fire. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, threats are moving and firing. So I will start over here. Klingon ship, of course, cannot move through the shields, but it will fire at our shields. And that is now going to damage that front shield. So 2 damaged front shields that they're still holding. Over to Nomad. Nomad moves and fires like a normal ship. It's going to move ahead 1, and it's going to fire, doing 2 damage to our newly rebuilt from the starbase shield at the back, which means 2 damage knocks the shield out. So Nomad is sneaking its way behind us and blowing off the shields. Now, how do the 2 Romulan warbird ships, birds of prey, work? Well, they're cloaking ships. And so how cloaked ships work, when they are uncloaked, they move 1 step forward. They don't fire. They move 1 step forward and they cloak. It's like that. Now, cloaked ships cannot be targeted with any weapons or cards or anything. So they're out there cloaked somewhere. We're not 100% sure where they are, but we cannot target them. So that is threats, moving, and firing. And now, yes, we need 2 more threats. Wow. I don't know. This is getting pretty bad. And we get a Romulan battle cruiser, and it shows up at, of course, it shows up here, where everything else is. And 1 more threat for Sulu out of the bag. And we get a little pesky Tholian showing up somewhere in 6, in behind Nomad. That concludes Sulu's turn. Over to Chekhov. Chekhov now only has 1 card. So this is all he has. Short-range front phasers, which is fine. We should be able to blow up that ship if we want to. However, he gets to draw 4 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5. So his total amount of cards now, he has a security team. Looks like he has 3 command cards down here. A medical scanner. Draw 2 enterprise cards, add 1 to your hand, and give 1 to another player. Okay, well, we're just at drawing up. Reveal new mission. Of course, we don't want to. We're trying to take out Nomad. And we can't target Nomad either. And now it is trade a card. And it doesn't really make much difference Is he wanting to trade a card? And I think, is he going to want to trade a card? I think he might want to trade one card. I think he's going to take one security team and give it to Scotty, and I'll have to pick that card up in a second. He's going to give one security team to Scotty, and he is going to take, I don't know. He's going to take, so he's giving Scotty the security team. He's taking the multi-range rear phasers. Okay, and Chekhov's special ability is when he attacks someone with a phaser card, he can do one bonus hit or one bonus damage. So he can do 2 damage instead of just 1. How does he want to do this? Okay, so now he's into play cards and maneuver. So the first card he's going to play is short range front phasers. And he's going to use his special ability with this. So he's going to be able to do 2 damage, short range front phasers, 2 hit points left on Core's battlecruiser. Core's battlecruiser is no more. Well, he'll come back eventually if we get to put everything back in the bag. And now Chekhov is going to play the multi-range rear phasers, which is anything, he can hit anything in those 2 sectors, but only for 1 hit. It's all he needs to take out the Tholian. So the Tholian is destroyed. And now Chekhov can maneuver. So he's going to maneuver once, like that. And he will play, is he going to play this card or not? I think he is not going to play any more attack cards, but he is going to play all of the cards he can to, well, no, he's not. This is actually a medical card. So he's going to play this card right now because we need to have science, not medical, into the mission. So he's going to draw 2 enterprise cards, add 1 to his hand, and give 1 to another player. So he gets 2 cards into his hand, direct hit. Play this card with a phaser card to destroy a target. Ooh, that would be good. And Titanium, repair 1 hull. It's a science card. So, yeah, what do we want to do? I think, well, that gives him more options now. And I think he's going to play these 2 cards together. I know we need to complete this mission, but we also need to get rid of some threats or we're really going to be destroyed. So he's going to play this card, hit anything in the front, and this is direct hit, destroy 1 target. So he plays these together, and what that means is he can hit the Romulan battlecruiser and destroy it. He can't hit the cloaked ships because they're cloaked, but we can destroy this one. And now he's going to play these cards, commit them to the mission. We have a science, we have a command, and that's going to be the end of his playing cards and maneuver. So let's go over to the mission. He's going to commit those cards, and we're going to check the mission status. Okay, so we're still playing cards. So Chekhov's going to play his Tritanium, which is going to give us 1 science credit, which is what we need, and he's going to play security team, which is he's going to commit as a command. So we have, so far, we have 1 of each. We have 1 command, 1 science, and 1 engineering. Not enough, though, to nullify Nomad. So we're going to have to tick the timer down once more. And now we get into threats, move, and fire. And yeah, let's see what happens. All right, we're into Chekhov's threats, move, and fire phase. Well, Nomad's going to move 1 ahead. He's going to fire for 2 hits. And that means another shield goes down. He knocks that shield off the Enterprise. So far our hull's intact. And now how do cloaked ships move? And we'll just have to consult the rules here quickly. If they are cloaked, they will roll a die. On a 1 to 2, they move clockwise. 3 to 4, they stay where they are. 5 to 6, they go counterclockwise. So we're going to do the first one. 5 to 6 goes counterclockwise. Oh, great. So this Romulan ship is going to move here, and it's going to uncloak and fire. So that's what it does. It does 2 damage. So it's going to fire here. And unfortunately for us, 2 hits is enough to destroy that hull section. So these are not friendly ships at all. This is bad news for us. The second Romulan a bird of prey. 4, so it's not going to move. It stays where it is, flips over, and it fires. So it will hit this shield. Now remember, shield damage doesn't spill over to the hull, but it is enough to destroy that shield. And our ship now is taking a beating. So we have 4 of our 6 shields down, 1 destroyed hull section, 1 damaged shield. That's threats moving and firing. The unfortunate part of the turn for Chekhov is we need to draw 2 new threats. Wow. All right, threat number 1. Oh, another ship available for cloaking. A Klingon bird of prey that shows up in Sector 4, which is over here. Again, they show up uncloaked. And the second of the 2 threats we get, oh great, Kang's battle cruiser. So this is a special token, so we're going to have to consult Kang's battle cruiser and see what it does. So roll the die and place the token in the long range sector. Then all Klingon ships, including this one, immediately fire on the Enterprise, and cloaked Klingon ships uncloak as their behavior dictates and also fire. This is in addition to normal firing from threats and move. So this is an additional, oh boy, we're just going to get beat on right now. All right, so all Klingon ships, including this one, immediately fire on the Enterprise. And cloaked ships uncloak as their behavior. Okay, how I read that, we got to figure out where he shows up. Okay. So he shows up in Sector 3. Oh, great. And we don't have any shields there. We are in trouble big time. All right, so just to consult that again. Immediately fire. So they don't move. They just fire. So all Klingon ships. Well, that's Romulan. These are Romulans. They're not going to fire. However, we do have 2 Klingon ships here. Now, they don't move unless they're cloaked. And they do their normal move for cloaked ship. So basically, Kang is going to fire 1 shot here. And he's going to put a damage on our hull. That's not good, so he gets 1 hit here, damaging the hull section. Yeah, we're taking a beating now. And the Klingon bird of prey fires back here, damaging our shields. We do have a shield back there, which at least is something. So we are in rough condition now. And that's draw 2 new threats. Or that, yes, that was our second threat. Romulan bird, or Klingon bird of prey, and now Kang's battle cruiser. Oh boy. So next up is going to be Scotty. And Scotty has 4 cards on him. Again, we're in bad shape a little bit. We only have 1 command card to commit. So he's going to draw 1 card. Well, he draws another card. It's a blue one, but it's not the right. We need a science, not a medical. So this is Scotty's. Cards. I have to think about this for a bit. And reveal a new mission. We don't. So trade a card. So I'm gonna have to look at the cards. The only cards anyone has. Sulu has 3 cards, and that might be useful for Scotty. So let me take a look at that. We're going to come back and he's going to trade a card, then he's going to play cards. And right, so Scotty's going to trade his medical security team to Sulu. Sulu is going to give him 1 of the medium range rear facing phasers. All right, now it's time to play cards and maneuver. And so what Scotty's going to do, the first thing, he gets a free, he can repair 1 damaged hull or shield without playing a card. So he's going to repair the damage to the hull here without playing any cards, because if you get 3 destroyed hull sections, well, you can't maneuver anymore. So we want to be able to maneuver at least. And now he is going to do a maneuver. So he's going to maneuver the Enterprise once this way. And then he's going to play medium range rear-facing phasers. And by playing that, at least he can hit this uncloaked Romulan bird of prey for 1. So that does 1 damage there. Now that's all the cards he can play. But he is going to commit 1 card to the mission. So let's go ahead and do that, and then it's going to be check mission status. And I don't know about you, but for me, I can hear those red alert klaxons blazing in the ship right about now. So Scotty's going to commit this card to the mission. It's a command card. So now we have 2 command, 1 science, and 1 engineering. Not enough to complete the mission, so we must tick down on the timer. And again, we don't want to fail this mission, because if we fail this one, we're already getting beaten up very badly. But now we're into threats, move and fire, and draw 2 new threats. So let's do that for the end of this episode. Okay, threats are moving and firing. Well, let's just go ahead and do Nomad. Nomad would move and fire, but it's up close and personal to the Enterprise. There's no shield here. So Nomad basically just joins the crew of the ship, like it did on the show. All right, now let's do the cloaked ships. So cloaked ships will move ahead 1 and cloak. So the 2 Romulan birds of prey move ahead 1 and cloak. So they don't fire this turn. They will be firing next turn. Bad news. So does the Klingon bird of prey. Will move forward 1 and cloak. So we have 3 cloaked ships that we can't target. Kang, however, is going to move ahead 1 and fire once. And this is already a damaged shield. So, yep, we lose that front shield as well. So that is threats, moving, and firing. Yeah, we're in bad shape here. We've got Nomad on board, which we've got to get rid of him. And we have to somehow not be destroyed. This is going to be really, really difficult. All right, so that's threats, moving, and firing. Now we have to draw 2 more threats. And that'll be the end of the episode. The next threat, or the first one we draw, is another Klingon bird of prey. All of the cloak ships now are coming out of the woodwork. So it comes out in Sector 2. And the last evil thing for this episode is going to be, wow, a Klingon battlecruiser. So the Klingons are coming out in full force, backed up by some Romulan birds of prey. And it also comes out in 2. So we have a Klingon frontal assault. We have Nomad on the ship. We have a destroyed hull section. 5 of our shields are down. Things not looking good. But we do have 4 missions completed. We're sort of most of the way to completing the Nomad mission, which would be our 5th. However, I don't know. Things are not looking good. Anyway, this is Star Trek Panic. We're playing with Scotty, Sulu, and Chekhov. And we're trying to complete the Changeling, the Nomad mission for our 5th mission, and survive all of the threats left on the board. If we can do that, we'll win the game. If not, then we're going to be destroyed and lose. So anyway, I'm pretty sure next episode will be the finale. So if you want to join me for that, it would be great. We'll find out if our 3 characters here on the ship can complete the 5-year mission or be destroyed. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking my videos. If you do, join me next time for the conclusion to Star Trek Panic.